guys, I'm going to show you how to complete the square. Completing the square can be a bit weird, but I can show you how it all works for you. So first of all, we'll start off with the first one. Use this one. So this kind of make it a bit easy. So what you always do with completing the square is you always half the second number in a quadratic equation, which is with 1x, and then what you do is you divide that by 2 and you put this in like a little quadratic equation as squared, and then you minus 5/2 squared of this. So I'll show you then. So basically get some brackets. So x plus 5/2, and then we need to know 5/2 squared, which is 25/4, because you times 5 times 5 is 25, and 2 times 2 is 4, and you minus it. You always minus it, whether it's minus or a plus here. So yeah, just remember that's a certain rule. And then minus 8, and remember it all equals 0, or y, when y equals 0. And then simplify the equation. Oh wait, I forgot to put squared there. You got to remember to put squared here. And then so x plus 5/2. So this remains the same, 5/2 squared. And then basically, if we make so if we do 25/4, and then minus, so 8 times 4 minus 8 times 4, it is 32/4 equals 0. And then if we so that's basically minus so 32. So what's 25 minus 32? It is 57 minus 57/4, and equals 0. So this is just continuing from here, so I can just save some space. And then if I'm gonna have to use this bit here, but I might have to rub it out though after. If I I'll write out full first, since we're gonna use this space, so we can get an idea. Minus 57/4 equals 0. Just put this in the box, so don't worry about that yet. And then now we just have to rearrange it to make x, because it's equals 0. So if we do, so when we add a number on one side, we add it on the other. So add 57/4 makes it 0 on this side, so x plus 5/2 squared equals, because you add the 57/4 over here, over 4. Now, then what you do is you square root it, so it will be x plus 5/2 equals 57 square root that over 2. And if we minus 5 here, so it'll be, oh wait a minute, remember the square root, remember, is plus or minus. So yeah, and then then it is x equals plus or minus square root of 57/2 minus 5/2. So we see there we can find the x, and generally it will be different because we'll have to use the one with plus square root of 57 and another one with minus square root of 57 over 2. So if we, I'm going to have to delete this because I'm running out of room. So if I delete this, if I get my calculator, so if we do square, so we'll do it positive one, square root of 57, and it equals that, then divide that by, where is it gone? Then divide it by 2, and then minus 5 over 2, which will be 2.5, I think. So 1.27. We'll round it to two significant figures. So x equals 1.27. So we'll do it for minus now. So minus 57. So minus square root of 57. Just in case you're confused, you're probably thinking, why you can't square root or minus? Well, just remember, it has to be within the square root brackets. So when we show a minus outside like this, we just mean the minus. Once it's square rooted as the positive number, then we'll just minus it after. So just to clear it up if there's any confusion, because it can be a bit confusing sometimes. Yep, and then that's that number divided by 2. That's that number minus 5. I think, yeah, 5 over 2 is like 2.5. So minus 6.27. Minus 6.27. And I've done this on. Wait a minute, before we look. So they're the roots of the equations for x, so when and y equals 0. But we can also find when at the bottom of the equation, which you can find here. Here, sorry. So the bottom of the equation. So right at the bottom of quadratic equation will be we'll have a certain y value, and as we can see here, it will be minus 57 over 4. Now minus 57 over 4. Let's just see what it is. Minus 7 over 4. That's a 57. Sorry. That'll be for 44, 48, 52, 56. I think that'll be minus 14.25. So that'll be y at the bottom of the equation, I think. Anyway, let's check this boss. So I did it here. If we go down, yeah. So you see then, so the y value is minus 14.25, and you can know the x value of when that occurs as well. So it's not plus 5 over 2, it'll be minus, because remember, minus, you have to get this equal to 0. So it'll be this. So yeah. And then, so and this occurs because whatever you do with a number with a minus, when you square it, it's a positive, and whatever you do with positive, it's still a positive. So with this equation, it doesn't matter whether x is a minus or x is a positive, this will always be a positive or 0, and that's what you're trying to do, trying to get to absolute minimum when it's 0, so you can get the absolute bottom of a graph. So yeah, so we can know that. And x equals 1.27 and minus 6.27. So if we check that, yep, well, it says minus 6.275. I got it close-ish, but hopefully you can see the how it works. minus 2.7 and 1.27. Yeah, that's about right. 1.275. Probably a rounding up or something. So okay, let's do the other one then. If I just get rid of this, then no, we'll just do this here. So interestingly enough, so first of all, we want to get it so just x squared by itself, but we'll take the 2 out. We'll use this to represent like this. So, because I just want x squared by itself, x squared. Now remember, when you do this, you have to factor out the other parts of the equation as well, not just the x squared bit. So it'll be minus 11 over 2 x. It can be on the bottom, it can be on the top. I mean, it can be it can be here, the x, or it can just be here. But just to keep it tidy, because I'm going to get confused, just keep it at the top, not the bottom though. No, not the bottom, that's different now. And then minus 3 over 2. So there we go. So we've done that bit. Now we can do the usual process. So 2, the brackets again. So 11 over 2, if you divide that by 2 again, it's going to be, so remember it's a minus, it'll be 11 over 4 squared. Now we need to know what 11 over 2 minus 11 over, well, it doesn't matter because it's minus anyway. So 11 over 2 squared is the whole thing. So it'll be summate over 4. So 11 squared is 121. So 121 over, because 11 times 10 is 110. Add another 11, 121. 4 minus 3 over 2. There we go. Now we have to rearrange it. Simplify it a bit. We'll simplify it inside the big bracket first. 11 over 4 squared. So minus 121 over 4 minus 3 over 2. So minus 3 over 2, as with the denominator as 4, you just multiply it by 2 to make it minus. So it'd be minus 6 over 4. So if minus 6 over 4, it will then be minus 115 over 4. And that's it. And then you have to simplify it again. So if we do this now, 2x minus 11 over 4. Remember, you don't have to, you only, because it's for the whole equation, the 4 here and everything will be, so everything in the equation will remain the same. It's just multiplying that equation as a whole, because remember, you have to expand the brackets before you can actually multiply by 2. And then but you do multiply this by 2 here, and that is 115 over 2. When you multiply it by 2, you can, if it's a fraction, you can just divide the bottom by 2 instead, because it'll multiply that number by 2 as a whole. So yeah, so that's the thing here. So let's find the x solutions first. So x equals, remember, all this equals 0. No, actually, wait, I'm doing this wrong. No. So 115, because I'm moving 115 over 2 to the other side, equals 2x minus 11 over 4 squared. Divide by 2, so that's 115 over 4. X minus 11 over 4. And then square root. And the square root is going to be, remember, it's a plus or minus, because a minus multiplied by itself or a positive multiplied by itself both can equal the same positive number, because a minus multiplied by a minus is a positive. And obviously a positive times a positive is a positive too. So plus or minus 115. That's all over 2, because square root of 4 is 2. I'm running out of space. Equals x Nope. No. Equals x minus 11 over 4. And you add that to the other side, so... But I'm going to have to get rid of this because it's in the way. And then, so, yeah, this is continuing from here, so... Just... so, for the first x, we'll do this. This is a positive. Minus 11 over 4. So we stick that in the calculator. We'll find it. Yeah, 115 divided by 2. So our square root, it did 115, it got that. Divided by 2, minus 11 over 4. Which I think is about, off the top of my head, is 2.75, but I'll just put it in, just so I don't make a mistake. So that's 2.62. 2.62 for the first one, though. Remember, it's rounded. I rounded it the second decimal to the next one. And then let's do minus 115 over 2 minus 11 over 4. And then that will equal, so remember, so minus, you don't have to put the, you put it outside, not inside the bracket of the thing you're trying to square root, divided by 2 minus 11 over 4. So yeah, the same process as the last one. 8.11, so minus 8.11. So they should be the solutions. Now, let's just find the bottom of the equation first. So, you don't have to worry about the 2 here. You can just ignore that, because 2 times, if this is 0, then don't matter. 2 times 0 is 0. So, so the bottom of the equation is 11 over 4. And y equals minus 115 over 2. And if we check the Desmos, hopefully it's correct. Minus 18.125. What did I get? Oh yeah, what's 115 divided by? Minus 115 divided by 2. So yeah, we got the 2.74, because 11 divided by 4 is 2.75, but we've got the minus 18.125 wrong. What have I done wrong? Must have done something wrong. It'll be 62.5, but that's not correct, is it? Not sure, actually. I think I made a mistake somewhere. So 11 divided by 2 is 121 over thing. I'll have a look at this, guys. I might have made a mistake in my calculation, but I'll put some in the description and a comment, so that just for corrections, just to see where I went wrong. And so I'll let you know. Alright then, thanks guys. I hope it was useful. I'll just check the Y values. Did we get the Y values right? Minus 8.11. What? Alright, I've done that wrong as well. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try and I'll check this and get this sorted. Sorry about that. And I'll put like a little description at the bottom just to tell what I did wrong. Alright then, thanks guys. I'll see you later. Take care.